Right, Brent. And maybe from a national perspective, the most eyes this Saturday are going to be on Texas A&M, and there's all this talent that has been heaped on top of each other for years now, but most notably in this last recruiting class. Now, it's not reasonable to expect a class of 20 or 22 4 and 5 stars to all rush the field and be an impact in 2022. But we know that a handful at least are going to get significant playing time, or going to possibly break out and become, all conference type performers. Who's going to lead all that, though, at the quarterback position? Haynes King, of course, won the job from Zach Calzada coming out of camp last year. He's back in play after getting knocked out in week 3 at Colorado. But now, of course, Max Johnson. You wonder if Jimbo's going to have to see just much more out of Haynes King to pull the trigger on him with his inexperience, knowing that, hey, this is a big year. I've got all this talent. I need somebody back there I can rely on, that he's going to lean on, and whether Max Johnson has that in his favor going into this quarterback competition.
Well, and I think this youngster in Connor Wigman is a guy to keep your eye on too. When Jimbo talks about the quarterbacks, Mark, when he gets to Wigman, you can tell how excited he is about Wigman. I mean, he doesn't even try to hide it at this point. Now, we're not saying he's going to start by any means with Haynes King and Max Johnson in the fold, but man, that's as good a depth as anybody has at that quarterback position right now in the league. So, I mean, you've got to envy where they're going to be in that situation. Mark, the thing with A&M right now is just the expectations. I mean, this fan base, they're not going to be happy with 8-4 anymore, are they? That's what they had last year, didn't play in the bowl game. Unfortunately, they were slotted to play here in Jacksonville. That certainly did not happen. But, I mean, this team has so much talent that it's just absolutely, frankly, unbelievable. And, I mean, 5 stars, setting a record as far as recruiting is concerned during this time, too. Sign 4 or 5 stars on the defensive line. If you want to get that, LT Overton, one of the most recent ones, but I still go back to the guys they've got, like Devon A-Chain, who, by the way, ran a blistering 10.12 in the 100-meter sprint. Man, that's moving, is it not? But this is a guy that's one of the fastest running backs in the entire league. And Mark, truthfully, Jimbo got a lot of criticism last year from the A&M beat writers on why A-Chain didn't get the ball more often. So I think, I mean, it's not quite Alabama or Georgia like yet, but it's an embarrassment of riches as far as skill positions in that line of scrimmage right now, is it not?
Well, I think it's about time to put them in that classification, at least in regards to expectations. They haven't proven much.
Right.
Did have a nice season 2 years ago at 9-1 with an Orange Bowl win, but the schedule was a bit light that particular year, at least by SEC standards. But Georgia and Alabama are expected to back up those ridiculous recruiting classes, and now Jimbo's got the compilation of a roster that's comprised of top 5 to 10 classes, and then the crowning jewel, of course, here in 22 with the best of all time, at least on paper. Yeah, they need to deliver here soon. I don't know if their roster is going to cycle up because of all the losses on the defensive side to be that team this year, but that's kind of what's expected. So, yeah, we will get a glimpse at the Aggies, of course, coming up this Saturday along with Kentucky and Auburn.